Hey, hey, good people, it's the Medicine Woman. I hope you all had a wonderful day today. I hope everything went your way. And if it didn't, maybe tomorrow will be a better day, you know? Sometimes we have to just say that to ourselves. Today wasn't a good day, but tomorrow will be a better day. Say it before you go to sleep tonight. I mean, you don't have to do anything I say. And by the way, I just jumped into this reading. Let me go ahead and say my disclaimers. Please check out the description box. You know, these readings, as they like to say, or as we're required to say, they're for entertainment purposes only. You know, but I do believe in this, though. You have to make your own decisions. You can't, base your entire life on readings. Again, like I said yesterday, you already know situations. You just come here for confirmation. That's all. Okay? Guilt. Somebody feels guilty about something. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Why do you feel guilty? What did you do? What didn't you do? What didn't you do? I feel like it's something that you neglected, collective. I need a little bit more of tap into how you're feeling. Feelings of guilt, man, that sucks. I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. You know, for those who... Page of Cups, something about a childhood. Somebody feels guilty about the childhood. What happened? What didn't happen? This could be a masculine. You see, this masculine shirt has got these frills. And he even seemed like these wide pants, like he even, got some hips maybe. So this could be someone who is a part of the, and please forgive me, I do not know all of the letters. I know LGBT. It's been a long day, y'all. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. LGBTQA. I think I got it right. That community. Yeah, he very, very distrusting. This person is not trusting of others. This person could be Latino. I'm hearing Puerto Rican. The Tower. There is a tragedy in somebody's life as a child, and they feel very guilty about this. What did you do? What can't you release yourself from? This masculine could be 26 years old, because we've got, Roman numeral X, V, and I. That would be 16, right? I mean, I said 26. I mean, what? Yeah, 16. I said 26. That would be 16. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I fooled around with, multiple Roman numerals. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I learned them when I was in school, but I don't really use them that often in my day-to-day. But what did somebody get hurt? This is a significant change here. This is Samuel L. Jackson. Did you have a mean father figure? This is Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction, one of my favorite movies of all times. He start quoting that Bible verse and he'd be blasting off at people's asses. Oh, excuse me. That's another thing. I might curse from time to time. So if you don't like that kind of thing, please, bear with me or, exit. Please don't listen with your children around. These readings can be triggering. Okay, to say the least. I'm always going to tell the truth of what I see in these cards. I'm an interpretive reader as well. So you may read tarot, you may know something, and you may get your own interpretation looking at the cards, and that's perfectly fine. I am reading for the collective. I don't know who is watching this. And nobody in my own personal life is subscribed to this channel. So I can't say that I know who these readings are for. Okay, so take everything how it resonates. Flip whatever needs to be flipped, but without stressing your brain out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you blowing a gasket and having a coronary trying to make a story fit that don't belong to you. You understand? And sometimes be thankful that not everything applies to you. That is the beauty. It's like a buffet. Take what you like. Even take what you need. But leave the rest. Queen of Wands. Somebody had a stepmother. She ruled the house with an iron fist. Did somebody hurt their stepmother? And they feel guilty about it? Wow. I'm hearing release yourself, baby. That's what I'm hearing. Release yourself, baby. I don't know what happened. I don't know what transpired, but release yourself from this. I am so sorry whatever happened. Or whatever didn't happen for you, masculine. I'm hearing somebody did what they had to do to survive. Whoa, this is heavy. I was not anticipating, as the dog barks, I was not anticipating an energy like this tonight. Three of Coins. This person looks like Beyonce to me. I don't listen to Beyonce. I used to listen to a couple of her things like in the early 2000s and when she was with Destiny's Child. I do like this one particular song by her. I don't even know how it go. I don't even know the name of it, but I'm sure it will come to me. Three of Coins. So this masculine here, that's part of the community there, the LGBTQ, if I'm saying it correctly. He likes Beyonce. He went to her concert. What is it? The Cowboy Carter tour. You saw that? You put your coins together, you and some friends. Hey, I've done that before. Man, when money was tight, me and Bestie would rub our two nickels together and we would go and have a decent time wherever we were going to let our hair down. You needed this. I'm not mad at you. Just please make sure you're making good financial decisions. It looks like there's a wad of money here on this table. I don't know if you can see it, but I hope you can. It looks like there's a lot of money on this table. So make sure you're making good financial decisions while you're trying to go see Queen Bee, as they call her. Is she still on the Cowboy Carter tour? I don't even know who is touring and who ain't. Yeah, just make sure your money is not funny. Where you and 3 friends could be going. Like I said, putting your money together, paying for excuse me for drinking on camera. But my throat. Anyway, excuse me, I'm so sorry. You might be putting your coins together, getting a place to stay, chipping in on, rental cars or something like that. Making it work. You seem like you got a good group of friends. In spite of, what happened with you and the guilt that you feel. But release yourself. Three of Knives. Boy, I tell you, 3 is the theme of the day. 3 of Knives. And eventually I'm going to get my Hoodoo Tarot book and just kind of glance over these qualities of these cards, meanings of these cards. But intuitively, you got a good group of friends for the most part. But how when people go out of town, I've never had it happen to me personally, thankfully, but I see enough YouTube videos where people go out of town with their friends and then next thing you know, people are falling out. There's a shadow person that's up underneath this tree here. All right. I already said you're going with 3 friends. Okay. There's a dog hiking his leg up right here. Somebody is going to get pissy drunk and you're going to see their shadow side. Be careful that that's not you. I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to live your life. I'm not here to be your clinician in any kind of way with health. But I am seeing, and then these bottles are hanging in the tree. You might have an issue with drinking or some type of substance. And it causes you to act like this. It causes you to act immature and very young. If I got my Roman numerals correctly, and this is 16 here, I don't know what country you're in, so I can't even say. But if you are in a country where the legal age to be consuming alcoholic beverages is, yeah. If you should not be underage drinking, according to the law in your country, just be mindful. You could be 18, 17, whatever, going to the concert with some friends. Who knows? It don't matter the age. It doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, you have a tendency to overdo it. You have to know when to say when. I mean, you gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. It's Kenny Rogers from the 80s. And I don't know if Beyonce did that on her tour or any of her songs have sampled that. But here it is. I'm talking about the Cowboy Carter tour, and that's really coming to me. So I don't know if you're going there. I don't know if she's still on or if you've been or whatever, if you want to go. But if you're going out with any friends, and this jar right here reminds me of some good old moonshine. Even though I'm sure that's not what's in that jar there. But that's what that reminds me of, some moonshine. The noise. I'm sorry, good people. Yep. Let's see here. Why do you have this issue with beverage? This is a deck that I made over 5 years ago. I just took some index cards from the Dollar Tree, and I was led to write down a bunch of different words over a course of a couple of months. Sometimes I would do 4 a day, 1 a day. I would put various stickers on them. You know, this is my darker energy deck. Anytime you're dealing with anything like addiction, dependency, any type of substance abuse, that is definitely, you know, that's some low vibing energy and possibly entity attachment. Okay. When I'm shuffling these cards, and I can only see the cards from this surface, this top view. When I'm shuffling, pay attention to anything that you all may see on the side, because that might resonate with you. If you need to go to rehab or something like that, if you can afford it, do so. You know, not here to tell you what to do, but get you some professional help. You know, don't just watch YouTube videos. I was getting ready to say if you could have the money to do so. I know those things cost money. I know. But if you really honestly can't afford, or you got some kind of insurance or something like that, and you can go get yourself some help, you know, and really check out the place. Don't just go alone, Google reviews alone. You know, see if you can talk to some people in person and use your intuition. You know what I'm saying? You'll know if it feels right. Because I done seen some sketchy behind things on YouTube about some of these different rehab places. Like, ooh, gosh, it's like you come out worse than what you went in. And they be like, you know, aiding and abetting it and kind of, you know, feeding it and funneling it through because they want to keep people coming back. Some places can just be really sick. So I can also understand your reservations about wanting to go to such a program. I send you, you know, my heartfelt energy to you, and I just really hope that things get better for you, or whoever this is in your life. You could be watching for somebody, who knows. Crash. Don't crash out. Man, oh man. Okay. Please don't crash out about any money. I'm like this. I don't lend money to certain people. I don't care how long I've known them. I do not care, you know, what's going on, if they are the type of person that I know will not pay me back. There are people that I know that I can loan money to, and I know that they will give it back. And so I will loan them money. No problem. And never loan money that you really need to get back. If you really need that money back, don't loan that money. You know, who am I to tell you what to do? I mean, who am I? But just, yeah, this person, they sweet like honey. That them words drip off their tongue like honey. Man, it's like you get an alter ego when you be drinking. Man, what do you be on? Ooh, man. What do you be on? You turn, it's like, two-faced. Yeah, this is like, didn't I tell you it's like you have an alter ego, yo. It's like that. When I say Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I'm not trying to dish you or anything like that, but that is the only way that I can put it. You know what I'm saying? Lovely person, give shirt off the back. You know what I mean? Will do anything for a person, but boy, When you get to drinking, you crash out, you turn into somebody totally different, and it's like I'm hearing people trying to tell you that you're acting a certain way or you're doing a certain thing and you're calling everybody liars and stuff like that. Like, don't crash out. Or did you already do this? You got a decent group of friends, like for real. Like these people really are your friends, but because I hate that I put those other cards away so soon, but because you just had a rough childhood with the mom, that just really are your friends, girls. Oh, your mom was evil. Was this a sister? Did you have older sisters that bullied you? Holy mess. When, look on the bottom, when you were kids, did your older sisters dress you up in their clothes and put makeup on you and stuff like that? And you was, at first you weren't with it. As the dog barks outside, you protested. You barked about that shit. Excuse my French. But then over time, you knew, that dog is barking his balls off. But over time, you just grew to accept this because it wasn't going to, dog again, it wasn't going to stop. So this wasn't a mom. This was a sister. This was an older sister. That dog. That dog is barking. I am so sorry. I am so sorry that your sisters, they bullied you. You didn't want to, dress like that and, put on makeup and stuff like that. It was one thing for you to do it on your own accord. But for someone to make you put on a blouse, like I said, this person got hips, it looks like this man. And then in this cup, it looks like a string of pearls. Look at the eyes. Look at the pain in that person's eyes. I'm seeing pain and fear. Man. I am so sorry. Look here. You have to deal with your hurt. You got to stop the bleeding. This is another deck that I made. You have to stop the bleeding. Set yourself free. I don't know what happened with this sister. I don't know if she's still, in this realm or whatever, and I don't know what your beliefs are, and I'm not here to tell you, but only if you feel comfortable, speak out to her. If you feel comfortable, ask her to visit you, because you're struggling. It says the struggle is real. Faith, what does it say? Faith, it does not make things easy. It makes them possible. Luke chapter 1:37. I'm not a Christian per se. I did grow up in the church. But the experiences that I had on a spiritual level as a child versus what I was being taught in church, it just didn't, it couldn't go together. And I felt like an imposter at some point as an adult as I continued to go to church. If I'm not going to believe it 100%, why am I here? That's how I felt. So, There's a reason why I'm sharing that. So I just consider myself a spiritual person, and I do believe that any tool can be used to get a message. So for those that are wondering, about this channel, it's not a particular channel that you can put in a category like that. I'm just a tarot reader, and I'm not even a tarot reader. I'm just an intuitive person. I don't even need these cards. Notice I start channeling before I even start shuffling. So, these are just a tool so that you guys can pretty much see what I kind of have in my mind's eye. But I definitely don't knock anybody that is a Christian. So, person that I'm speaking to, if you are a Christian and you read your Bible, and if that's a source of comfort for you, then do that. If you find faith in Jesus Christ, and if you find hope and anchor in the Lord Jesus Christ, then go ahead and hold to that. There's a song by a Christian rock band that I used to love around about 2011, I think, 2012. The Christian rock band is called Satellites and Sirens, and the song is called Anchor Me Down. It's got a rock beat to it. It make you want to move. It make you want to dance. It's not like a slow hymn or anything like that. One of them songs that kind of put you even deeper in your feelings. I used to be like, oh my goodness, I'm in a screwed up way right now. I'm not feeling, and then I'm looking for a gospel song with some inspiration. I'm like, oh my gosh, this song is making me feel. I know it's talking about holding fast to the Lord, but my goodness. So this is a more upbeat, it's rock. Yeah. Let's see. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Cater to yourself. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. You have to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Boy, if you have not gotten to this concert yet, please watch them dollars. Watch those dollars. Watch the intake of the liquor. I'm hearing Whiplash Liquor show is quicker. It's the best. That was a rock song. You like rock music. Somebody likes rock music. I am channeling all my rock favorites tonight. That's what's up. Look at this. Spirit will guide you. Be quiet. Quiet time. Be open to messages. Yeah. Pray. Has your prayer life fallen off? Get back to it. Don't lose your connection. That's key for you. Look at this. Always believe in miracles. Nothing is impossible. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the Mission Impossible. This is totally possible. Okay? You can do this. But go on to that concert. Have a good time. But just be mindful of the shadow man that comes out when you get a little liquor in you. All right, well, enjoy yourself if this is coming up for you. And if it's already happened, there's nothing you can do to go back on it. Release yourself of any guilt that you may have done, anything that you may have said to anybody. It's done. It's over with. All right. All the best to you.